know the cockeyed homestead? Do you remember my kitchen cart? This is my kitchen cart now. It was falling apart. It was just terrible. And I got fed up. So I'm going to do something very different with it. It'll be fun. Once again, I have a sketch of what I want it to look like with all the, this is the exploded version with all the measurements and stuff. Who knows what it's really going to look like when I get done. All right, so I want 1x2s front and back. So what I have to do is measure for center. Now I've done that on the other side, and it turns out that center is 11 1/8. So I will measure 11 1/8, like something like this. So then I find the center of this, which is, when they say 1x2, they lie. So this is actually 3/4, so I mean 1.5-ish. So what I say is 3/4. There. Okay, so there's the center of that. Put that at my center point. The heck with those guys. And drill holes. Then you get back into position. There you go, Bubba. Put that in. And that in. Voila. These are the drawer slides. Now the drawer originally went from one side to the other. I only want this much of a little drawer, and it's this deep. That's all I want. So I need to cut this drawer down to fit this. Well, I thought I could use the front and back out of the one piece, but every time I drill in, it blows it out. So I have some scrap wood that I'll use instead. And just like this has a groove, I have to do that to front and back so it'll hold the piece in and it won't fall down on the ground, and that's no good. So what I've got to do is set my circular saw to about 1/8 of an inch. So let's see if we can do this without the whole thing crashing. No. Okay. Here, up you come. Thank you. And tighten it down. Whoa. And now I get to saw. So. Measure this for approximate width and approximate, very approximate depth. And that in here, and slide it in. Get in there. And in the front, and that ghastly mess that I made. Well, it certainly isn't pretty, but it goes back and forth both sides. I'm pretty happy with that. Just the fact that it moves, that's wonderful. Now, for the rest of it, they're crates, not drawers. Well, they slide in and out, but they're not drawers. And I don't have to worry with all that silly nonsense. They'll just slide on the bottom. So, oh man. So, what I'm planning on is that on the side where the drawer is, it is 10 inches wide. The other one is wider. Don't be a critic. But it is 16.5 inches deep. We're excited about that. And these are each of the crates, well, 2 of the crates are going to be 1 foot deep, and then one's shorter. I don't know. So I need another one 16.5 inches. I don't even want to care. Oh yeah. Okay, don't worry about it. Okay. I'm using these slats because I can. And I've had them. I've had them forever. I don't know why I got them, come to think of it. But I did. And now, okay, yes. So what I'm doing is I'm judging. I'm putting the slat and the 1x2 together, just so I can judge where it's supposed to be. Okay, so no, I'm not going to do it like that. I'm going to give it a sand, since I make such a mess of stuff. Okay, and then I'm going to figure out which way is what. This is over here, so this has to be on this side. Oh, I didn't mess that up. Isn't that fun? Now, so I've got to get this on here, and I'm using these little wee brads, and I mean they are short. Well, they have to be because I'm using slats. And it's like hammering a pin. I must be good at hammering pins. And I've got that situated right there. Oh, stay. I thought it would be a little easier. I was wrong. I'm sure I'll get a system by the time I'm done. Oh. Okay, that made it in. Okay, there's the front, the sides, now the back. Then I can just put the rest of it together. Well, today is another day. I fought the good fight on that one, but that's okay. I have my lucky overalls on, and we're ready to rock and roll on some crates. Okay, so what I'm using, I'm putting a slat down here so I know the depth. I'm putting spacers of 1x2s in here for my spacing. Ah! That never stay in place. And then I move it over to that slat, and that will be the width proper on both sides. Yay! Now I have to do my least favorite thing of all time. Glue. I hate gluing. I absolutely despise glue. Because, are you ready for this? I despise it because by the time I get around to using it, it's a lump. And I got this back from being a lump, sort of. My little teeny tiny, you can go away, brads will hold this in place. Oh, here it is. Can't even find the silly things. And continue this all the way down. I think I got it upside down. Well, I have to use another one anyway. So basically, it's measuring and cutting and gluing and nailing. Like that. Okay, now I've got the longs, it goes on the same way. Measure it out, boom, done. What I've done is I've made the front and back wide enough to be in front of the side pieces, but this down here has to ride on something so that it'll slide back and forth. So, my fancy dancy crate is done. I'm so excited. Now I have to get it to ride back and forth. I don't know how, but I got it too long. But I don't care. It's still going to be worthy. But I still need rails on this one, so it'll slide back and forth nicely rather than banging against stuff. So let's put those on. I have to finish up with a hand screwdriver because my drill is too big to get in there, which is okay. Boy, remember these days? Woo-hoo! Yes, Dervish. Well, I kind of scrapped the whole drawer idea. It was driving me crazy. I hated it being in here. I think this will work better. So I've got one that sits here, in and out, and one that I'm going to build, which will go in here, in and out. So, and I put these across so that it would hold the framework together better, and it's doing a beautiful job. I was able to use some of the old cart pieces that were actual wood, not much of it. So that's the way it's going to look. And basically all I have to do now is create three more of these, which I have to go to the store to get more slats, which I know I need tons, and probably some 1x2s. So I'm going to give up the ghost today. But if you have something in your house that isn't quite working for you, like mine was falling apart every time I turned around, do something about it. Just go out and find some wood. I mean, who does crates in their kitchen? I do. But it's getting out there, getting out and doing it. It's fun. I mean, you can make a mess. So what? I mean, it was already broken. Please. So just do it. It doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter what it looks like. Because later on, you can go back and sand it pretty and paint the whole thing and nobody will know the difference. You can change it out. You can do different things. The point is, get out, have some fun. I think I will now get off my soapbox. Okay, this has been Mel with the Cockeyed Homestead. Y'all have a blessed day.